Hey Mikey, well that's it. The Australian Tour of England has come to its conclusion. And Australia actually won the game last night, and so they end up winning the one-day series 2-1. As I said in my last video, this doesn't really mean a hell of a lot, but still at least saves them from the ignominy of being described as the side that went to England and didn't win a single thing. Michael Clarke batted really well last night, as did Shane Watson. Shane Watson scored a massive 140. Kind of a reminder of what might have been for Australia this summer, as these two batsmen could have and should have dominated England, but despite the occasional good innings like last night, both performed below expectations. So Australia finished with 298, and it proved to always be a little bit beyond the reach of the English side, and they finished up with about 248. The game was in Southampton, and it was absolutely freezing cold. I was a little bit sorry and sad at the end. It was a day-night game. Most of the crowd had left because it was so cold and England had no chance of winning. So this glorious Ashes series in prospect ended in a little bit of an anti-climax as Australia won in front of very few people. Still, I think there are a lot of positives to take out of this summer of English cricket. It wasn't a classic Ashes series, but it certainly wasn't one of the worst. And the first Test match at Nottingham, which coincided with the first Ashes Test match in England that I have ever attended, was an absolute thriller. And it was a joy to be in Nottingham and see that cricket, which, as I've always said, is a minor sport in England. I got a bit of a surprise just how widespread the support for it was in Nottingham. That was my first ever Test match in England at the age of 35, and you showed what a superior cricket fan you are to me by turning up to your first ever Test match in England a few days later at the age of 34. So Australia lost the Ashes 3-0. The 2020 tournament was tied 1-1, and Australia won the one-day tournament 2-1. From here, I think it's 66 days before, through a quirk of scheduling, the Ashes begins all again in Brisbane in November. And my fearless prediction is that Australia will retain the Ashes in that summer. I'll speak to you later. Bye.